I'm going to drop a bomb on you people, and I want you to listen. I don't know if anybody has ever seen or heard or knows anything about what cults are. I'm sure you do, but I'm just. And just so you have a better understanding on what a cult is, um, a dark cult, I think you should read up on it and get some information on what makes their protocols, what they do at these cults. See, what they do is they lure people, small people, big people, and they get them and they hold them hostage, and then they put them in a really scary atmosphere and wear costumes and do little chants or whatever it is they do. I haven't personally seen one up close, but that's what they do to scare them, to raise them in their fear up. That's how they siphon off energy. Okay, so they traumatize these people to the point of their mind shutting down and blocking it out to save the rest of the body. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're so traumatized that their mind will block out that memory to save the rest of the body from the trauma, from the trauma, especially for little children. They do this. It's a memory wipe, but it's your own body doing it in survival mode. Anyways, with that being said, now I'm going to really drop a bomb on you. The elites, the big, the people behind the celebrities, okay? The management, the coordinators, who to go to. Listen, this is what they do. All the celebrities and that they are, all the celebrities, all the higher ups, okay, famous people, whatever you want to call them, they can only shop certain places. They can only stay at certain hotels. They can only stay and eat at certain places. Do you understand? That's where they go. That's what they do. They all support within the common goal. Okay, so the money stays in the group. Okay, well, then they make them do these. They go to churches. They have to go to a certain church, okay, and donate to them. The elites, the cult. Then they go and they donate to charities of their choice, the elite's choice, okay? Well, now here's the bomb I'm going to drop on you. Okay, there is a cult that is strictly gay men. And don't nobody get their ass in an uproar, because I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this specific cult. They have a lot to do with the sex trafficking. Matter of fact, they're the head fucking top people of that sex trafficking. And it trickles down. You know how it works. The minions have to do all the fucking dirty work. Okay? And that stays all in there. Okay, well, I'm here to tell you there's places in the UK. Yeah, I'm calling it out. In the UK, where this cult has where they have orphanages, okay? Listen to me, people. I'm just going to spit it out. These orphanages that they donate to, this cult uses these children to get their energy for their black, I don't know what kind of divination. I don't really know that part, but I know they have to feed this demon. Okay? The angels and demons are real people, but they're using the orphanages. They're doing things to these children where it blocks their memory. And all the money that you donate to them is feeding that monster. It keeps them in fresh energy, fresh children's bodies. Do you understand what I'm saying? And now listen, I'm not saying don't donate to the fucking orphanages. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, somebody needs to help them children. Check into it. I'm not the only one that knows. If you don't check into it, somebody needs to make that happen. Every one of those orphanages, the children will not remember it. They'll have blank memories. You hear me? But they have our celebrities, the ones that we love and fucking cheer for, making money with their little fake mask on and playing their little parts. And it's going right to this elite fucking group. And they just keep making them pay into these different businesses to support their evil doings. Not to mention that they are fan clubs and stuff like that where people send in money to, to have autographs or pictures or meet and greets, whatever it is. Okay, they're charged a bunch of money for these. The teams, the celebrity teams that run the celebrities, that have them working for them in a hostage situation. Obviously, these motherfuckers don't think so because they're living comfortably. They're not in danger. Not from us. They're in danger from their handlers. Do you understand? They're under some kind of brainwash from signing these stupid contracts. And they work. And they only go where they're told to go and do and say what they're told to do. They have to ask for money. They can't even make their own decisions. That's how bad it is. And they got, where you don't make any statements. They sign contracts to where they, no disclosure contracts. So they cannot say what's really happening in there once they sign that contract. But by the time they get in there and see what's happening, they're either all for it and they're okay. And they're already changed. They're evil fuckers now too. All for the dollar. They make you marry and date. They set them up with that. They have to date certain groups. People have their groups. Is that retarded? You know why that is? Because who they marry, who they pick for the other person to marry, their stars to marry. It's all set up. They're handlers too. Because when they're done with you, when they're done with a celebrity, there's nothing. They just ran their course. They get rid of them. If they don't do what they say, all of a sudden they're not popular anymore. They quit getting movies. They get no more in the glamour shots, They're not being pictured and they're not being in the celebrity whatever. They're not wearing the latest fashions. They work really hard to get there, make a lot of money, but it's not theirs. It's an illusion. And the ones that wake up to the illusion and try to fight it or cause any kind of uproar or anything they don't like, they get rid of them. They'll have you married off, thinking everything's fine. They'll have a baby with them, a couple of them, whatever. And then all of a sudden, they have heart failures. They have hanged themselves, suicide. All of a sudden, the doctor OD'd them. Come the fuck on. Those doctors that go in with the celebrities, they're all part of it. That's why the celebrities die. It's not an accident. Come on, man. People need to wake up to this. That's the worst form of corruption. They're just constantly feeding back into their stuff, getting more and more money. And when something happens to you, they just take all your shit. You think their children get anything? Their wives will, because they sent them in there to do that. That was their job. They keep them stressed out, non-sleeping, keep them all strung out on whatever, alcohol, drugs, whatever, and just make them miserable and more miserable until they have a heart attack or a stroke or go insane or see no way out because they got contracted into some shit and there's no way out. Our celebrities, our hostages, and the rest of you guys on the planet are slaves, and you're not even aware of it. You guys need to wake up. Please wake up, wake up, wake up. The more of you that wake up to what's really going on in the world. They have control of the news, the media. It's all fake. They feed you information. And you guys are just happy little sheep to do it. If you won't do it for yourselves or for the people that need the help that are in these situations, do it for your children. Because if we don't get a grip on it now and stop it, it's going to be worse on your kids. Do your part. Help take down this heinous corruption.